I guys are all showing up all late, huh? Making me wait.
Yeah, at least I didn't come out the restroom this time.
Woo! All right, man.
What's up?
What's up?
Happy holidays.
Man,
Happy
you're all right.
holidays. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
We're back.
We are back. And where are we at?
Where are we at, bro? We're at the
HoldEm
Podcast.
All right,
Christmas
man.
special.
It's Christmas special.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if we're gonna call it Christmas special. We're gonna call it the festival special.
Okay, holiday special.
holiday.
Holiday special.
Yeah, holiday.
All right. Well,
It's a holiday special.
it's a holiday special. Yeah.
It's a holiday.
Holiday special.
That's not what
PC.
the victims are thinking, man. But all right,
No.
you're horrible, bro.
I mean, it's a tragic holiday for some people, unfortunately,
Damn, bro. All right.
because of what went down.
All right. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about what went down, bro, before we get going?
Yeah, man, we could talk about it. Over the past weekend, there was an event called Once Upon a Time in LA, and one of our co-hosts was a guest there. She was there, and he could tell you a little bit more about the experience of just being there firsthand. What can you tell us about the festival?
Honestly, man, I didn't know what to expect because this is the first time it gets moved over, right? Because it used to be Once Upon a Time in LBC, right?
In Long Beach, yeah.
In Long Beach.
Horrible venue, by the way.
Damn.
venue.
Damn. Well, you know what?
In Hollywood, too, it happened before. Okay, but...
Okay. Well, what's it called? But I'll be honest, man. You could tell. I don't want to bash it, but you could tell there was a few things that could have been organized a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
The ticketing system, the scanners stopped working. So by the time I walked up to the gate, they were just like, "Oh, just go in. The scanners aren't working."
So they're just letting in any random.
So they were just like, at that point, I mean, they weren't even checking anything. Like I walked up and I was like, "Oh," and they're like, "Just walk in."
So did you go through a metal detector?
I went through security. But here's the thing, man. Security at festivals is kind of a joke.
I agree.
Like
I
everybody in there is getting high and taking other stuff, and I mean everybody else sneaks it in. Like I've gone into festivals with like alcohol and weed and stuff. So what's it called? So you can obviously get through security and it's not the most strenuous like thing to do.
All right.
So did you feel unsafe just with the security being kind of,
You know what? I feel like I didn't necessarily feel unsafe, but also I'm also like a person that's always kind of like alert anyways. So it's not so much that I feel unsafe at a specific moment. It's just like I'm aware of it. Like, oh, okay. Just like I could have brought in a pocket knife or anything else with me, anybody else can. So I'm going to watch what I'm doing because I don't know what the other person has too,
Mm-hmm.
And I think I didn't feel unsafe because of the artists that were there. I feel like for the most part, the artists that I was there to see were like War, Parliament, Brentwood, like a lot of
You were in the lowrider stage.
I was at the lowrider stage. I was at the main stage for a while, but again, I feel like it was a much more like older, mature crowd than sometimes when I'm a little uneasy. It's when it's like a younger crowd.
Yeah.
Because I feel like some of these like 18, 19-year-old kids are just fucking
They're wild.
out for the first time without their parents' supervision, and they're trying to act tough,
Yeah, and we've all been there.
Yeah, and I feel like those are the people that are more likely to make a fight or cause a scene, trying to step up than somebody else who's there having a good time, who literally works like Monday through Friday, and this is their little getaway for the weekend. They're not there to ruin it with like a fight or something dumb. They're there to genuinely enjoy it. That's been my experience in the past. So because of it being that kind of crowd, I felt fine. Obviously, it being the area that it was in and it being LA and the type of music it was attracting, it was very much like, you could tell there was people there with like gang affiliations and stuff like that. But I mean, it's LA. It's kind of like it's part of the culture of LA.
Well, he went to the good one, bro. Eiley Brothers.
They didn't even perform, man.
War, Zap, Brandon Wood.
See, so these are all like
the Phonics,
West Coast legends. Even though these are not all people from the West Coast that are performing, these are like a lot of funk and oldies, which a lot of people in the West Coast really admire these type of artists.
Well, and even on the hip hop side, man, like 3-6 Mafia was there. You know, they're not West Coast, but like, but that's a different generation. You know, you know, it's
where
not
were they at, dude?
They were at the main stage.
Cause okay, was the main stage the Once Upon a Time stage?
Oh no. So there's the Once Upon a Time stage,
Lowrider stage, G-Funk stage,
and the G-Funk stage.
That's the main stage.
I think the G-Funk stage was the one that was in the actual stadium, and the other ones were just side stages. Yeah.
Oh, that's where that guy Draco was at. Okay.
Yeah. That's where he.
That's
was
where
at.
Dom Kennedy.
That's where like all the little.
Free,
that's
Draco.
where all the little trapper rappers were at. You know, like
King
Burner,
Little G was there.
Yeah, all those dudes.
No, because YG, 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, Al Green, Ice Cube, and them, they were at the Once Upon a Time.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So pretty much after Al Green, nobody else performed on that stage because Snoop was supposed to go on right after him. And then when the incident happened, he didn't come out anymore because he was addressing what happened. And then I was at the other stage because I left from seeing Al Green and I went to go see War, which was, bro, like amazing live. Like they're sick. And then after them, Parliament came on, and then they were actually like the last group. They were like, hey, none of the other stages have actually had any more performances since 7:30, I think they said. They were the last stage performing. And even then, there was supposed to be people after them, but they got cut.
All right. So at what time did everything get cut, bro?
It's hard to say because the schedule was a little behind, too. Like, I think Too Short didn't show up on time, and then he showed up late. So then they were trying to rush everybody up.
It's like 8 p.m.
Yeah. So I think, like, Too Short didn't show up on time, and then they started trying to cut everybody else's set. Like Cypress Hill, they tried to cut them a little bit shorter and stuff like that. So then they would try to make up for it. But I want to say, man, like by 7, according to what they were saying, like from the other stages, they already stopped performing by like 8 o'clock. And then the stage I was at, they wrapped it up by I think 9 o'clock.
Which is crazy because Too Short was supposed to be there at 3:10.
Yeah.
E40 was performing after him at 3:35. 3-6 Mafia at 4 o'clock. Cypress Hill at 4:35. So how late were they running, bro?
Well, I mean, I go to a lot of music. I didn't go to this one, but I've been to a lot of music festivals in the past, and there's been a lot of times where one artist will run late. Sometimes it could be an hour late.
Yeah. And so that pushes everybody out.
Yeah,
and
that could ruin the whole schedule for everyone else. Where
right.
the other artists that perform after him, they have shorter sets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And what's it called? Okay. Actually, probably by 10 o'clock, we were out of there. Like, they were already rolling everybody out. And we were the last ones to be out. I will say this.
Draco was performing at 8:30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was scheduled to.
Well, he didn't perform.
He didn't perform, no. He got stabbed before that.
Damn.
I thought it was after.
No. That incident happened, I think they said it was like at sometime between like 7:45 to like 8:20. So he was still backstage about to go out.
Okay.
All right.
I will say this though, because we heard what was going on, and during the concert, like when Parliament was playing and when War was playing, you could see like the helicopter, the ghetto bird up in the sky already looking for people and stuff. So we knew something happened. You know, right away we were like, yo, something's going on because there's 3 choppers on top of us. So something's obviously popping off. I wasn't too worried because the stage we were at, like, it was a mellow vibe. But I was like, maybe something's getting too rowdy in the other stage. And
I mean, in that area.
Yeah, you want to jam?
No.
Nah. Hey, actually, bro, I was actually like handicapped at this festival, man. I don't know if you saw the picture. I had a boot.
Yeah,
I had sprained and I had a cane too. So I was a little concerned with.
I thought you were a pimp.
I was a little concerned with like how I was gonna be able to exit because I actually had to go in through like the the handicap accessible entrance because I wasn't able to walk much. And when we were leaving, it was actually really easy. Like the exit plan, I will say this, like nobody was pushing like crazy. Like everybody like left.
That's why it's better than Long Beach.
It left in a calm manner. I actually just walked out of the stadium, and then I caught the metro right outside and just left to Union Station. Because I was like, I'm not going to wait here for an Uber. Like, I'm just going to catch the metro for $1.75 and we'll just bounce.
Man,
he did it the smart way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did it the
Did you come Union Station all the way back over here?
No, I just got dropped off in Union Station. Then from there, I ordered an Uber.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it was. I mean, if not, I was gonna be standing there. And once I knew what happened, I was like, bro, I don't want to be standing out on the street when
South Central.
Yeah,
when it goes down.
When some shit might go down, people might start retaliating, drive-bys, whatever.
All right, man. Well, with that said, overall your experience was?
Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. I feel bad because this might be the last time this festival happens because of that. Right. And also, too, I think Snoop is going to get a lot of heat for this. And he might not.
Why Snoop?
Because he was the organizer for the event.
It's festival.
Yeah. And I think that he's probably going to have trouble hosting another event, maybe like because the city won't want him to or stuff like that. So you know, man, like Snoop is like Uncle Snoop to everybody. You know, he's a legend.
Let's talk about a few things. But besides that, okay, so let's just go overall at South festivals, right? So this is the most recent festival that something happens, you know what I'm saying? The one before that was the one in Houston, the one that Travis Scott was at. On that one, we had a total of 9 fatalities. None of them were artists, you know what I mean? It was mainly people getting trampled. But C just gave us an example of what could happen when bad security is at.
Well, here's the thing, though. The thing, man. That situation happened backstage.
Right.
So backstage, you're not even going in through the same entrance, bro. Like you don't even get checked when you're going backstage. Like if you come,
but you didn't even get checked either.
But when you come with the posse of like artists, regardless, you don't get checked. You know?
Yeah, I think with the pandemic, with the festivals, and they were bringing this up at the Travis Scott festivals, a lot of places are understaffed now. Right. So, you know, they might have been understaffed, and that's the reason why you probably, you know, had issues kind of coming in, or they had issues checking the tickets, or security checking everybody. So it makes it a lot easier to sneak in anything. And, you know, if they have artists coming in backstage with their entourage, they're definitely bringing something in, because they're not getting searched the same way. You know what I mean?
So you're saying it's a total different incident,
especially too when you're a specific artist, man. If you're a gangster rapper, and your posse is coming with you, I mean, who do you hang around? You feel
gangsters,
me? Like So and then you have so many people from different gangs getting together because they're different artists that make it coming out of different neighborhoods. You know, so maybe the artist himself might be past that, where he's no longer actively banging. Right, actively banging. Still affiliated, but actively banging and putting in work, where that person that came in below, who's just like his homie, is still like, yo, I'm still putting in work. Exactly, active. So what's it called? And I think that's where it kind of gets tricky. And I mean, obviously, I assume that they have some sort of, they try to go by some truths when there's like performances and stuff like that, because this is all, at the end of the day, man, I think it's business, you know? So it would be bad business for a gang to not call a truce to go to a concert and all make money.
Yeah, I agree.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So it must have been something that really sparked it off, like to make it go off like that.
Well, I mean, to me, I was watching an interview for one of the guys that originally started one of the Cribs set. You know what I mean? And he was talking about the difference between like the 80s Cribs and the 40s, and you know what I mean? The 30s, what they were talking about, it was more like, back then, it was just a way for them to, like, you know, be organized. You know what I'm saying? Mainly it was fighting. But I guess a lot of the time, a lot of those guys that went to jail in the 80s, early 90s, you know what I mean? Then the new generation popped up, and it was more about the shooting, you know what I mean? Killing.
Yeah. Well, that was when the crack epidemic happened as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're saying it was crime on gang affiliated, you know what I mean? Like Cribs would kill Cribs, Bloods would kill Bloods. But I guess that's where the trigger happened. You know what I mean?
And also, too, man, like the policing didn't help, too, because you have all the police that were actually insinuating these gang wars to try to get them in their thought process was supposedly, oh, they'll kill each other off. But instead, it didn't. It created more tension.
Right. Now, what I'm saying is, he goes into that details, right, about the 90s, like the whole warfare between them, you know. But then he gets into like this new era, right, where artists are using gangs like affiliation, you know what I mean? Like, because he was saying like a lot of these guys are probably not even in the gang, you know what I mean? But they're just claiming the gang, you know, to get some, or something, right?
Gang,
Now the problem here is, like you said, it's not so much the artist, it's who he brings into the venue. You know what I mean? Because somebody was saying like, they could probably even avoid it the whole Tupac. Somebody brought that up, right? If because they said that Tupac would have gotten one-on-one with the guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it was some gang beef, but I think at that point, these people are so into like more guns, violence that they'll rather kill you, you know what I mean, for the credit.
Yeah.
So they get that credit, you know what I mean? But it said, and they were debating, it said fair to not, and I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I'm against the 3-strike rule, you know what I mean? Because what he was saying is like the 3-strike rule was put there and a lot of people feared it, you know what I mean? But it also put a lot of people in jail for a long ass time for like
petty
you said,
stuff.
for petty shit, right?
I remember when we were like in junior high and high school, there was dudes that were already like, damn, bro, I got 2 on me and I'm not even 18 yet.
Right.
And like that was the thing that kept everybody in line.
In check, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm against it, but in a way, like you said, it kept people on check.
Yeah.
Now, there's no longer 3-strike, you know what I mean? So is it that, and again, I'm not trying to get people jammed up for petty shit, but I'm saying there's got to be some type of a law that, you know, makes it a lot harder for people to like make it so easy to stab somebody or shoot somebody.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing though too. Draco was involved with a drive-by shooting, like 2 years ago, like something like that. So I mean, look this up because I wasn't like his number one fan or anything. I was just familiar with some of his songs. But I do know that he was like involved in some sort of gang shootings where he was actually charged. They dropped charges. And
someone was murdered too.
And somebody was murdered. So it comes down to if you're living this lifestyle, like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know.
And then also like, cause I've been listening to Draco's music, for the past couple years, and he kind of like his music is not bad. It's pretty good, but he does put a lot of energy out there. You know, kind of like beefing. Like you could tell he's beefing with somebody.
And that's the thing though too, man. Like a lot of hip hop nowadays is promoting, you know, like look at most songs now that they talk about like running up on their plug and robbing people.
Yeah.
And you know
no
and stuff nothing. Like that. But in reality, man, you know what's gonna happen one time when you run up on somebody? You're gonna get killed.
Straight up.
You know, you're gonna get shot.
Straight up.
So when that happens to those people, you can't be surprised, you know? And I'm not saying I wish death upon anybody, but you kind of like do certain things, stuff comes back to you.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, that's karma, and that's part of life.
It's unfortunate, man, but
yeah. So
At a warehouse party.
yeah.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah. So I mean, all that stuff, who knows, man?
It adds up, yeah.
It adds up, and
you know what I mean.
If you live a life where you're making a lot of enemies like that, eventually you get caught slipping. You know, and it comes to show you're not safe. You know, I feel like in the U.S., a lot of artists kind of have this safety net where they say a lot of shit and they don't get really held accountable for it.
I don't know about that now.
Well, I mean, look at for the longest time in Mexico, man. How many Mexican artists have not been pretty much like killed in a violent way?
Oh no, a lot.
Exactly, and that's because they were out of line with what they were saying. And it happens, but in the U.S., you get away with it, man. Like, I mean, let's be honest, to a certain extent. But almost every artist is claiming some sort of gang affiliation or some sort of affiliation to a criminal organization and doing something like that. So
and nothing happens, yeah.
And nothing happens to them. Yeah. And I understand free speech and creating art and all those laws that protect that. But at the same time, you can only say so much before something bad happens.
Now, okay, so do you think that we'll get to the point, like you said, in Mexico where certain artists that would say some crazy shit and they would just get murder up, you know? Yeah. And when I mean they get murder up, bro, they get murder up. You know, they don't. Yeah. They don't mess around with that.
And it doesn't matter. like you could be the top artist.
The number one chart guy. You know what I mean? They get you.
Yeah. Like even like to name off like right away, I think of like what. Chalino Sanchez, I think of Valentin Elizalde, I think of
Jenny Rivera, bro.
Yeah. And these were all artists that were like on the top of the charts when they passed away, when they got killed. And it wasn't like, it wasn't someone low level. Even these artists were like real headliners, like not even.
They dropped the private jet, right, with Jenny Rivera? Yeah, she was driving a private jet, bro, and they dropped that shit.
Yeah.
Killed her like that.
What's it called? So that's what I'm saying. I feel like maybe we're gonna start to see.
That's what I'm saying. Are we gonna get to that point where you're gonna see rappers that get like this, like they talk about violence, talk about gang wars and stuff like that. You think that we're gonna see more stuff like this?
I think low key has kind of been going on low key.
Okay,
I think like there has been like people that are associated with rap or associated with rap groups and entourages that have been murdered based on like hits, like paid hits. You know?
Are you serious?
But they're usually
talking about like Tupac and
we're talking about. But I think it's more
about from like the 90s all the way till now.
But I think a lot of those it happened when they were still living that lifestyle and they hadn't made it mainstream yet. I'm not talking about because I know you listen to a lot of upcoming underground artists.
Yeah,
like you put me on to music before they get big.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about like once they made it big. You know, like imagine Drake said some shit out of line, now he gets capped.
Well, see, that's what I was about to say. So there was a guy that was, and I don't want to say Drake is, involved in any of this at all.
Yeah.
No,
but this is just my theory is that a couple years ago he had a friend that was associated with him that was murdered, and it was on video, and you could see how he was murdered, and it was obviously an organized hit the way he was murdered, and it's like, and I'm thinking like it could have been someone that was cool with Drake, but that might have done something to Drake behind his back, where Drake might have paid someone to off this guy.
What? I don't think
and that's what I'm saying.
Bro.
But no one's gonna believe that. But no one's gonna believe that because Drake is Drake.
But here's the thing too. I'm not I'll say it right now. I'm not a Drake fan. You know this.
Yeah.
Right. But I have seen a change in Drake's attitude and change in Drake's music. Yeah. Where now he acts hard. Where now he talks about like I'm gonna call the boys and lay some bodies down.
Yeah.
Dumb shit like that. When it's like, homie, you were like.
See, I never saw Drake like that.
No.
If you see him now, bro,
nobody
like
sees him like that, and no one would believe that. But that's why I feel like he's the type of person that can get away with it because he can afford to have it done.
Well, I mean, that's different.
You're all into conspiracy,
that's different
bro.
because now you're talking about like being able to finance something, and that's different. Well, I think what we're talking about is like
the streets.
It's like the streets coming onto the main stage and taking somebody out.
That's what we're saying.
I think the Drake thing that you're saying is a little bit more of like
I'm the man, Yeah. I could pay people to take care of business.
Because we all know Drake wouldn't stab nobody, bro.
No, I know that. I know that. But even with the streets, I know like ever since gang rap has been going on, gangster rap, and gangs have been involved in the culture. Yeah, this has been going on.
And it is making a comeback.
Yeah.
I think gang lifestyle rap has been making a comeback the last few years.
Okay, but you're saying that when NWO was popping, there was gang violence.
There was gang violence for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, in the communities. But I'm saying
in hip hop,
between artists.
Between artists, no.
That's what I'm trying to say.
When Death Row and like
and
NWA started beefing,
no. Death Row and Bad Boy
and Bad Boy, yeah.
See, I'm with you on that one.
Okay,
but I mean,
it's this early '90s.
No, but what I'm saying, I think you're saying like artist on artist, but we're saying more like we're thinking like, okay, you're a rapper, you're claiming some type of affiliation, whether it's Blood, Crip, or SA, you know what I mean, whatever. And all of a sudden, now you have a gang come up here who is a rival to whatever said you're claiming and putting you out, either stabbing you or shooting you.
Yeah,
that's what we're saying.
Yeah, and here's the thing. And here's the thing too, man.
Yeah, that's how Tupac was murdered.
Okay,
that's not Tupac.
All right, bro. So you just brought me. Okay, I'm gonna tell you one like you threw us one, right?
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So I'm under the impression that it's out there, information's out there, bro, where actually they're saying that his handlers got him killed, bro.
Okay.
Because he wanted out of that contract. And there's been a rumor.
Yeah,
there's a rumor.
That's been a big rumor. There's been a lot of.
So how is that gang violence, bro? If that
he's affiliated with the gang either way, whether if it's because look.
I think okay. That's industry with industry stuff.
Right.
I think what ROKus is trying to say is like, for example, if I'm walking down the street and some artist comes up to me and talks some shit, I don't give a fuck if you're famous. I'm gonna smack you.
Right.
You know. And so if you're in a gang and somebody else is claiming some other gang, then I don't care like what you're claiming or you're a celebrity, I'm gonna get you. So it's like that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is this has been going on.
I think that was more like beef between artists and artists. That's more like Kanye and Pusha T.
No, but look, what I'm saying is like Tupac was never really gang affiliated until he got signed to
with Death Row. Yeah.
And once he got signed to Death Row, he was making all these songs about mob figures.
I mean, yeah, all his
associated with the Mob Piru, which are the Bloods.
Yeah.
Okay. The dude that he jumped in Vegas.
It was a Crip.
It was a Crip, which had beef with someone else with Death Row, like previously.
Yeah.
It wasn't even Tupac's beef. It was someone else that was part of the gang that he was affiliated with. So that started all that drama. So what I'm saying is that,
so who killed Biggie? Who killed Biggie?
So Biggie. So there's a rumor that Poochie killed Biggie, and that's like one of the Suge Knight's like hitters, right? But what I'm saying is like, either way, Tupac was associated with the Bloods and was killed. So he was involved with the gangs and was murdered. You know what I mean? Because like I'm saying, if he wasn't involved with the gang life or affiliated, he probably wouldn't have been murdered.
Here's the thing, though. But if he hadn't done that too, would he have been as successful?
As successful, yeah.
Because
maybe
I don't think, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I don't think Tupac was really banging his whole life growing up.
He wasn't.
He wasn't. Yeah. It was. I think to me, it's almost a case of somebody coming to LA and then like falling for that lifestyle.
Yeah.
And that's it. But. When he was up in the Bay Area, he wasn't about that. He was about partying. When he was going to a private school in Baltimore, or where did he go? With Will Smith's wife.
Yeah, it was in Baltimore.
When he was going to a private art school growing up, he wasn't exposed to no gang culture like that, And I understand his mom was very involved with the Black Panthers and all the political stuff, which that to me is different from any gang style, because that's 100% something I support.
Not if you. Not if you really believe what the Crips were started for, you know what I mean? Because supposedly they were started for that type of stuff, that movement.
But by then that was already done, bro. But
what I'm trying to say is this: if you really look at, and this is the majority of gangs, right? The majority of gangs were developed because somebody was oppressing some type of community, and that's why it was created. But now I think they're being glorified.
Yeah, no. So majority of gangs and organized crime and trafficking and everything you could think of starts off with good intentions.
I don't know about trafficking, player. You just went way trafficking.
So
who is trafficking?
It's because I said organized crime, so then I jumped into that. Yeah, most gangs and organized crime started off as something for the community.
Correct. I got you.
And somewhere at a certain point, then it starts. Power gets corrupted
and becoming something.
And that's
else.
what it. Yeah. So, I don't know, man. I mean,
nobody knows.
We can't say anything because we're not in that position.
Okay. All right. So all right. So this will happen here in LA just this weekend, right? Okay. Let's talk about Houston. It happened when? November 15th?
Yeah, like a month ago.
A month ago. Now we're talking about an artist, right? Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Having a festival. The event got sold out. Mm-hmm. They had crappy security.
Probably understaffed.
Understaffed, right? And here's where we're gonna kind of go at it, guys. All right. So Travis Scott sent out a tweet saying, "Still come." Who gives a fuck, right?
Holy.
Yeah, he said it, bro. The tweets are out there, bro. The tweets are out there, bro.
Hey, you're bringing this up. Bring it up. Bring it on. Okay, bro. The full course right now.
He says, "Still come." It don't matter.
Yeah.
So I understand security's understaffed due to the pandemic, but now you have a sold out venue, and they said I don't know how many people were still outside, and they just rushed that fucking gate.
I bet they did.
Yeah, I saw the videos of that, and it looked like
pretty hectic.
It looked pretty hectic, and all right, man. It's just like if you're at a movie theater and you yell fire, and there's no fire, and people get trampled and killed.
Right.
You're gonna be held responsible for that.
Right.
Know? And so if you're saying, hey, I know it's sold out, but still come, it's almost like Trump when he was telling people we're gonna go storm the White House.
Right.
Like you're
fueling it. You're fueling it, bro.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I feel that he's partially responsible, bro.
Yeah.
But you said no.
No. I said he was partially responsible, but then when you said that, then yeah, he's partially responsible. I don't think he's 100% responsible.
No, I
don't think he's 100% responsible
either, bro.
And I don't think he meant I don't think he
said,
knew.
hey,
I don't think he knew what was
people.
going to happen.
I don't think he said
And here's the thing, man. Like, it's cool to be like anti-authority and break the rules and all that shit.
Right.
But at the end of the day, man, like, watch out. You know, like, let's be humans. If you're a fan of the same artist as me, we should have something in common.
Right.
So why should I like want to harm you? You feel me? Like,
exactly. Let's enjoy this together.
If you're at a concert, like I've been at concerts and I've avoided music festivals for a while because I felt like it was getting too tense for me, and I was like, yo, fuck this, I'm not going. But like before, it used to be where like you'd be at a music festival and you bump into somebody and they're just like, oh, my bad, hey, this set is dope, right? Or blah blah, like pass the joint, pass the joint, you know, it's cool, you know. And then I noticed that
pass the joint means pass the beer.
Oh yeah. So what's it called? Nah, man, we're in California. Everybody smokes.
Everybody smokes. Yeah.
So you know, like. That's how it was when I remember back then going to music festivals. And then somewhere like maybe like 8 years ago,
it changed.
7 years ago,
it changed.
Yeah. Where I bumped into somebody and was like, "Yo, my bad," and the fool was like, "Yeah, that's right." And I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, bro, I'm over here trying to be like cool, cordial. Yeah. Instead, I should have just turned around and backhanded you and then stomped you out. You know, like. If I would have known you were going to respond like that. But I thought we were all here to have fun.
We all like the same artist.
Yeah, I thought we were here to have a good time. You know, and to be honest, man, I think this year was actually the first time I went back to a music festival in how
long? 8 years?
In about 6 years. In about 6 years, right. Easily. And it was just because I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna give this a try again. The one I went to was pretty cool. It was a smaller festival. It was in Chicago, and honestly, it was dope. This was the second time I went to another thing, and I was just like, okay, damn, like this is cool too. But after everything happened, you know, I was like, all right,
it's cool till somebody got stabbed.
Exactly. It was cool till that happened.
All right, so let's do this. All right, so when whatever happened at the LA one happened, it stopped. The whole concert stopped. Everybody had to go home.
Yeah.
When this is going down at Astroworld, he's still performing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And see,
like, I mean. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, to me, it's like, it's crazy, bro. And you're performing where people, your own fans are saying, like, yo, dog, like, say something, cut it.
And that's why I think, I don't think anybody's going to give Snoop credit for it. But, bro, he didn't go on. He didn't go on a set. And he started taking care of business and started addressing the situation.
And cut it.
Yeah. And it's actually really smart that they left one stage performing, which was the mellow stage, because that way it wouldn't make as much of a crowd.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I think it was really smart because by the time when we were leaving, and I was like, oh, damn, like they're shutting this down early. Like everybody's going to be trying to rush out. And then they were like, oh, we're actually the last stage performing. So I was like, oh, cool. So, maybe some of the traffic like moved out.
So you got to see the last show.
I got to see the last show, yeah.
That's what's up. You got your money's worth.
I wanted to see like 2 more people. But yeah, I got my money's worth compared to other people.
Okay, so will we see Astroworld back or no? What's done?
I think both festivals
are done.
I think so.
I think LA might be back.
I hope LA's back.
I think it might. I think Astroworld.
You just said, bro, that Snoop Dogg's not gonna be able to get permitted.
No. I said it's gonna be hard for him. I think it's gonna be hard for him.
I don't know, bro. Snoop Dogg is the coolest person in the world, and everybody loves Snoop. So I think he might get a second chance.
I think he will, man. And I hope he's not being held 100% accountable for this stuff because
is he being held accountable for this one?
A lot of people on Twitter were talking smack. Bro. A lot of people on Twitter were talking smack on it, and like I said. I think it's great that he left one stage playing that was the mellow stage to get everybody out, you know?
Right.
Or who knows, maybe the people that got kicked out of that stage went over there and chilled out.
Right.
You feel me? Because I'll be honest, when I was leaving, I was really surprised. There wasn't a single moment when I was exiting the stadium that I actually felt claustrophobic or anything. Like everything was well spaced out. They had multiple exits. I mean,
because it wasn't at Long Beach.
And I'm gonna tell you this, man. I was walking with a cane and a boot on my leg, so for me to feel comfortable, and I'm pretty much like handicapped here. As
and the hat? Did you take that hat and those beats, bro?
You should have.
With the cane.
That's what I'm saying, dog.
That would have
been cold, bro. It would have been cold night. 5 degrees.
All right, so you say LA might be back.
I think LA might be back.
Okay.
I think the venue might change, but I think the festival
it's gonna go back to Long Beach. So now tell us what's wrong with Long Beach, bro.
Okay, so I've been to multiple festivals in Long Beach, and Long Beach, I love Long Beach as a city, but as far as the Queen Mary is where they usually have their venues at, and it's just a really bad place to have a festival.
Why?
Just getting there, because it's kind of like on an island, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So getting there, getting back, it's a hassle. You have to wait in line to get on these buses to go across the bridge, and it's like it's not organized at all. Yeah, it's just...
All right, so let's say
it's just not good.
That's the only venue that will host Snoop Dogg. Would you still go?
I mean, probably. Yeah, I probably would.
All right, so you would sacrifice for it.
Yeah, I mean, for Snoop, for Uncle Snoop, yeah, man. I support Snoop. All
right. Now, what are some things that you think they should do to kind of like avoid something like this happening again?
Okay, so I think...
Posses, right?
I think what they're going to do is because, you know...
Cut your posse out.
Well, if you see the lineup, it's a lot of old school with a lot of new school rappers, right?
Right. So, and then the new schools were the ones that got in trouble, right?
That's what sucks because, like, for example, man, like, when I was watching Parliament at the end, right? Like, Flavor Flav was up on stage with them. Like, you know, and it's kind of cool when you see other artists that fuck with another artist, like, in a good way, and they're there vibing, having a good time, too.
It's a beautiful thing.
It sucks that might be something they take away just because of safety.
Yeah.
But I think
that's going to happen, though.
I think really what it needs to come down to, man, is, let's be real. These fucking event organizers are making a killing. Like, stupid money. Right. Ridiculous fucking money. And I think they should up the amount of security patrolling and backstage and pretty much in the crowd. They don't even care about you smoking weed or doing anything else, man. Like, you could be popping shrooms, like, in front of a security, and they don't care. They're there for actual safety. You feel me? And I think when you
say no to drugs, kids, by the way.
I'm talking about... No, I'm not saying take drugs. Yeah, I'm saying, like, when you're at a festival, and realistically, when you go to a festival, where do you see security? Only at the entrance and only to get into different sections.
Yeah.
But they're not, like... They're not making a presence, really.
They're not walking around.
They're not walking around. There's none of that. And I think that's what...
I think they should, to be honest.
I think they should, man. They could afford to drop another, $200,000 on security, on personnel.
Yeah, because a lot of the security that they hire for these events, like the event staff, is not real security.
Yeah.
It's just like people they hire just like off the...
and I remember like a bunch of friends that I knew that would be like, yo, I'm going to go work security at this job, and I'm really just doing it to go get in for free.
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So when I used to play rugby for Cal State Fullerton, they had all the players pretty much sign up for event staff to work the Charger game. So we all went to the Charger game to work as security. But we were all just rugby players dressed up in security outfits, just like
do you think they actually know how to control the situation? No, exactly.
Yeah.
So that tells you, like, I think they need to get qualified security from a legitimate, like...
Okay, so you guys are about security.
I think the security in the lineup too, because I feel like, you know, just to make it safer. I mean, it'd probably be better just to kind of make the lineup a little bit better, like, you know.
What do you mean, dog? Say it.
I mean, it'd probably be better to have like the new school artists and to have them perform at like Rolling Loud, opposed to like having like them, you know, perform with like the old school artists.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing, man. That's what attracted me to this festival. That it was a little bit of new one, a little bit of both.
But now we know it's not safe, unfortunately.
Well, no, it's not that it wasn't safe, bro. It's like
the entourage.
It's
the entourage thing. Bro.
At the end of the day, man, it goes back to you living a certain lifestyle. So it doesn't matter about other safety. And I mean, luckily, man, no other innocent person was hurt in this incident. You know, it was a targeted attack. And that's it. You know, it would have been really bad if there was some casualties from the fans or someone else, you know, or who knows what. And I think that's what I think for me as a presence thing of just having security, you know, around like the general area is better. And I mean, what's happening backstage, I mean, shit, bro, if you had something coming to you need to watch your own back at that point. Security wasn't going to do that job for you.
Well, I mean, I think that I wouldn't change lineups, you know what I mean? I would add security, but I would cut their entourage or find out who their entourage is. Like, you know,
Yeah.
Like really survey them and you know have a list on them, because maybe he's an affiliated person that is very active. You know.
Yeah.
If you're able to find out, bro, I mean, you're able to like you know kind of stop it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh, bro, this guy's super active right now. We have him on all kinds of things. So
yeah.
And trust me,
it's like you got like 10 warrants and you're at a festival backstage.
Exactly, bro. So like if you're an artist, I'm telling you, okay, you're gonna have to give me all your friends that are coming with you. I need their names, their real names, because I'm gonna run them. Guess how many of them are gonna want to go to the festival with you?
That's true, man. That's true.
You're gonna filter them out right away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now you have security.
And screening process.
And your screening process, bro. You could still have this events, bro. You're not gonna have any.
Honestly,
incident.
man, that's really good. I hadn't even thought about that, but yeah,
that's a good idea.
And realistically, these events are planned so ahead of time
that you could do it.
Yeah. You know, you really can. Like, hey, you get just like you get a limited amount of VIP passes. Okay, well, who's it gonna go to?
Yeah,
you know, and register them almost like you register like your bracelets for some events and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, I mean, what I could say is that, I mean, like I said, I wasn't there, but from what I seen, it seemed like everybody was there on social media, and it looked like they did a good job, you know.
It was, man.
You know,
it was
like as far as the venue, the lowriders and stuff.
It was a dope event, and I was super hyped for it because I was like, damn, I looked around and I was like, yo, this is Cali culture. This is Southern California.
Love
like
that.
I felt at home, you know. There was like lowriders, there was Harleys, everybody was smoking weed, everybody was drinking.
There's nothing more California.
It seemed like a good vibe. Like everybody I saw around me literally looked like somebody I fucking knew. I was like, damn, that dude looks like me. Damn, that dude looks like Forrest. Damn, that dude looks like everybody I saw, and I was just like,
really?
I even told my I told my girl, I was like, yo, it's crazy. I feel like everybody I see, I know them, but I don't go up to say hi to them because once they get closer, I realize it's not the person.
It's not them, yeah.
But it really I guess represented like what it was supposed to be, which was supposed to be Southern California culture, and it was dope.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Yeah. It's funny because one time when I was at Rolling Out at a music festival at the same venue, and I was waiting. My girlfriend was in the restroom, so I was waiting, sitting down on the bench, and some dude was waiting for his girlfriend. And so it's a little Asian dude. He sat down right next to me, and then he starts lighting up a joint. He starts smoking, and he's like, "Hey man, you want to hit this?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Hey man, we're at a music festival, you know, so we're chilling, hanging out." And then he's like, "Oh man, where you from?" I was like, "Man, I just came from Fullerton." He's like, "Really? I'm from Fullerton too, bro." What? And then it was just so.
And how long have you guys been friends now?
Honestly, like I haven't seen him ever since, but I mean,
you follow each other on Instagram.
Yeah, we became cool just off that moment. So I just wanted to share that, man.
Did you go to dinner with them after?
No.
Oh, shit. I'm just trying
to
see.
And that's what happens, man. Like you go to festivals and you have a good time.
Yeah,
and that's what it's about.
Yep.
All right.
That's what it's about. That's how it should be.
So that's what I'm saying. So there's got to be things that we could do to remedy the situation. You know what I mean?
Well, you brought up a great point with the security screening.
With the screening, yeah.
Now, I think for something like in other states, because we're talking about Houston too, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
It should be, like I said, the artist should be held responsible for what they did. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't think they should go to jail for it. You know what I mean? They're not. But I mean, if you say that, bro, you know, come on, man, come out here and say, you know what, I apologize for that. You know, accountable, dog.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, man. I mean, I obviously don't fucking know Travis Scott.
Me either, bro.
But I'm sure it was heavy on him too.
Oh, yeah.
But at the end of the day, it was heavier for the people that lost their lives.
They lost their
lives. There's no comparison.
Yeah.
Like there's no comparison.
You can't compare.
You can't compare.
And you can't get
the
that
loved
back.
Ones, yeah.
You can't get that
the loved
back.
ones, and so you need to be held somewhat accountable for it. Because at the end of the day, your words have power, and especially when you're on a platform like that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're you know, like telling people, hey, come and still fuck it, you'll get in somehow.
You'll get in somehow,
like,
somewhat.
Bro, like there's a reason why when they pull permits, they give you a permit for X amount of people.
Right.
Meaning that the way that the security is set up, the way that the lines, the barricades, they're meant to hold a certain amount of people. It's almost like a levee. It's meant to hold a certain amount of gallons of water.
Exactly.
As soon as you overflow it, it's going to break and it's going to fuck shit up.
Yep.
We've heard of Katrina.
Yep.
Exactly. That was also a conspiracy.
Wow, you know, see,
you didn't see the videos when they found like the dynamite
goddamn, dog. See, this is what I'm saying, bro. See what you started?
Man, this is what we do all the time.
All right,
man. With that, I mean, what do you guys do for the holidays, bro? For Christmas, or you guys call it Christmas? I call it Christmas.
Yeah.
Call it Navidad.
No, I never saying that. A lot of people don't want to.
Christmas.
For Christmas, I'm just gonna have a Christmas brunch with the fam. Hang out with the dog, and then.
You have a cat too now.
Yeah, I have a cat.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah, man, my cat's old, so we'll see. What's up?
So,
what are you gonna do?
Well, shit, I'm gonna celebrate the 24th.
The Mexicans celebrate the 24th.
I'm gonna celebrate the 25th again.
Do you?
Yeah. So
you celebrate both.
I celebrate like with like my family on the 24th, and then some of my other family that celebrates the 25th. That's more like kind of Americanized. They celebrate on the 25th during the day, and then we also go over to my girl's family for night, and then have dinner with them again. So 24th and 25, I'm eating.
How many? Okay, you're eating ham.
Honestly, I don't even know what I'm eating.
It's gonna be good though.
It's gonna be good.
It's good. No, I'm just saying because people make ham.
Yeah,
we don't really do that traditionally.
Either.
But I know people they do that.
Yeah,
but it's like nah,
bro. Like when I'm hearing like people just talking about the ham and hell, like
no.
Like I mean, like we'll have like barbacoa, we'll have tamales, we'll have like
see that's
like we have a bunch of stuff. It's I don't even know. There's always a bunch of food.
Hey,
see?
So where the tamales at?
Hey.
We'll bring them in for next week.
There we go.
Because there'll be a bunch left over. You already know.
There you go. See?
There you go.
He's
I'm
very
happy. Man. I'm so happy.
All right. So,
what are you doing?
I'm family too, bro. I'm just doing family. And
what are you eating?
We're the 24th too. 24th? No, we do like Mexican food too, bro. Like,
okay, that's what's up.
I'm even doing that for Thanksgiving though. I told you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. I don't do the turkey anymore, man.
Yeah.
I'm just like.
Hey, that's what's up. Like, do what you want, bro.
That's exactly. You know
as long as you celebrate with your family and your loved ones, bro.
That's all that matters.
You can do it whatever way you want to. You know
right?
What I mean?
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
So like people are like, oh no, you gotta do this. No, bro. No.
It's all about family, bro.
Exactly.
That's what it's about, man.
So I mean, with that said, bro, New Year's. You going somewhere for New Year's?
I mean, I didn't have plans, but I do want to do something for New Year's because, like, the past couple New Years, I haven't really done anything.
Damn, this was going to Vegas.
Nah, I mean,
you go to Vegas?
I mean,
I'm down.
I knew you were going
It's an option, but I'm not.
He's got the boot, he's got the cane, and he's got the hat, bro.
Hey, bro, Vegas ready. Now,
Vegas ready.
What else you got from Vegas?
Oh, damn.
So, New Year's, honestly, man, I'm gonna wing it.
Right?
Yeah.
I might just stay home and sleep. I might just like
travel. This was why we travel.
I might go out of town to be honest. But what's it called?
That's not a bad idea.
But if I'm in town, I'm probably just gonna stay home.
I might just go to the desert, bro. I might go to the desert actually.
With Diz?
Yeah, because Diz said he's DJing at like a New Year's Eve event, so I might go down there.
Hey.
You know?
Oh, don't forget to take food.
Oh no, definitely, definitely, bro. I'm gonna go prepared. I'm taking food, fireworks. The work, all that shit.
All that.
All right, but if you guys are celebrating New Year's, man, be careful with guns, man, because don't shoot them up. You know, whatever comes up, comes down.
And don't drink and drive.
Oh, yeah, don't drink and drive. This is the perfect season. People be drinking and driving.
Yeah, holidays are DUIs.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't want you guys to get locked up.
There's always checkpoints.
Yep. And anything else? Final things you guys want to say?
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Remember, it's about the kids.
It's about the kids, yeah. Make sure the kids have their presents, guys, all right?
Oh yeah. Let's play this hand. While we're playing, I just want to say thank you for the Wolf Pack for giving me this gift right here. So shout out to the Wolf Pack. I appreciate it. And now let's play this hand.
All right. Woo. It's getting heavy.
There we go.
I'll check.
Oh, okay.
So you know he's got something. You know he's got something.
Nah, he's playing jokes. I'll check too.
I'm gonna check too.
Oh, damn, bro. You guys checking?
Now he's gonna raise it.
Now he's gonna raise it.
Check, bro.
Done deal.
Check.
You serious?
Yeah, real quick.
He's hoping you raise, man.
Yeah, man.
Here.
I was thinking you're gonna raise.
I'll make your holidays 3 more.
3 more? Here, I'll go 3 more, bro, with you. Yeah, I called you. So I think C has a pair, bro.
Right.
Bluffed us.
Nah, I just got 1 pair.
Yeah, I knew he had the pair. I got a 5 and a 7, bro. I was going for the straight.
Yeah, same here.
Damn, dog, you had the 3.
Yeah, he won though.
Yeah, he did.
All right, man. Take him.
With that said, peace out.
Happy
holidays, guys.
By the way, I beat the commission fantasy this week, so I'll leave it with that.
Hey, okay.
Oh, hey, wait. So who did I beat though?
Wait up.
Okay.
You haven't beat me, dog.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, it's not official yet.
It's not official,
All right,
bro.
but next episode we're gonna tap in.
We got 2 more games.
We're gonna see who won.
Okay, but so What's your record now?
Oh, I'm still last place.
You can't catch up to him?
I mean, if he loses every game from here out, and I win every one of them. I told you,
he could.
I could technically.
Well, then technically I could lose too, because
you have the same record, right?
It's Fern, yeah. So it's like if I lose for the rest of the season.
So how many have you won? 3 or 4?
No, this is his first week.
No, I'm 5-9, but I'm about to win this one. So
he thinks he's gonna win, bro. He's still losing.
So I'm about to be 6. So we're about to be 6-9, pretty much.
Yeah, so I'm about to be two games behind the commish. So realistically, like, he could be in last place.
Ooh. All right, guys. See y'all there. Let's see who wears that. Who wears the pink shirt?
It's not gonna be
Peace
me.
out.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.